Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jeanelle Slade. Jay is off this Monday. A high school and community makes plans to remember a local coach. Tragedy struck the small community of Huntley as the high school girls basketball coach was killed over the weekend. 37-year-old Kouts died in a rollover crash on Saturday. Q2's Dustin Kleeman spoke with school officials today about Kouts and their plans to honor him. Dustin.
Good evening, Jeanelle. The 3-year varsity girls basketball coach was also a graduate of Huntley Project. Today, it was a solemn mood in the school with counseling available to students and staff. Kouts, who was in his 30s, will be remembered this Friday at 11 a.m. He died on Saturday night in a rollover crash outside of Billings. Montana Highway Patrol reported Kouts was not wearing a seatbelt at the time of the crash. And speaking with school officials, Kouts had a deep passion to give back to his community in any way he could.
He was a huge part of this community. Their family's been a huge part of this community for a lot of years. And so the impact of this event on the community is manyfold. It's not just the school, it's also the community members, it's also the outlying communities that have shown the support that everybody else has shown us also.
Small community schools who have also dealt with tragedy of their own have reached out to Huntley Project. Again, on Friday, the public is encouraged to attend the memorial at the gym wearing red. Tomorrow night, it also should be noted that they will be doing Pack the Place in Pink, their 7th year. Jeanelle.
All right, thanks so much, Dustin. In other news tonight, after nearly 3 decades in the Billings community, Good Earth Market Co-op will soon close its doors. Q2's Asia Gore spoke with employees who just learned the news this morning. Asia.
Jeanelle, employees of Billings' only co-op tell me Good Earth Market is closing due to financial troubles. And this is not the first time the GEM board has been faced with falling revenues. The market's financial reports show sales have slumped every year since 2012. Last year, the board decided to address the issue with a major upgrade to its salad bar and deli to increase membership and sales. Now, just 8 months after that installation, the board finds itself in the same spot. But employees tell me this time there's no way out. The decision to close made at an emergency board meeting last night. Now the board must determine the legality of closing the co-op, which is technically owned by its 4,700 members. The co-op's leadership has not returned our request for comment, but employees do believe the market will close later this week. Jeanelle?
Thanks, Asia. The Hardin woman implicated for the 2015 murder of a 6-year-old girl will not have to register as a violent offender. 29-year-old Kirsten Oldbull recently received that response from the Montana Supreme Court in an appeal of her 20-year prison sentence. She is currently serving out a 20-year sentence at the Montana Women's Prison for her role in the death of Kiki Hogan. Oldbull pleaded guilty to criminal endangerment and obstructing justice for the death of Kiamora Hogan. The coroner determined the young victim died from severe head trauma, and an autopsy revealed signs of long-term abuse. Oldbull, who claimed the girl slipped in the shower, avoided a murder conviction by admitting her conduct created a substantial risk of death. Now, the judge restricted Oldbull's parole for 17.5 years, which Oldbull called unfair. Now, the High Court upheld the sentence but said Oldbull does not have to register as a violent offender because the crimes she was convicted of are not violent. The suspect in a 2016 federal investigation involving 113 pounds of marijuana now charged with possessing 80 pounds of the drug here in Billings. 33-year-old Anthony Fujimoto was charged this afternoon in Yellowstone County Justice Court with 1 count of criminal possession. Fujimoto was driving on Interstate 90 through Billings on Thursday when he was stopped for a failure to signal a lane change. The trooper approached and Fujimoto reportedly told him inconsistent stories about where he was going. The trooper obtained a warrant to search the vehicle and found 80 pounds of marijuana in the trunk. A record search revealed Fujimoto was also recently investigated for trafficking marijuana. He's being held tonight at the Yellowstone County Jail. A Montana wind power developer is suing the state regulators and the state's largest electric utility, accusing them of using discriminatory pricing to kill independent renewable power projects. And the lawsuit from wind developer Marty Wild and 3 associated companies says the State Public Service Commission and Northwestern Energy are working together to set unfairly low prices for independent wind power developers. Now, the suit says the PSC has approved much higher rates for Northwestern-owned power, while setting lower rates that the company pays to independent developers. It asks a judge to order the PSC and Northwestern to halt these allegedly illegal actions and pay damages to the companies. Northwestern Energy says it's not working to undermine renewable projects and notes that it has contracts with at least a dozen. A spokesman for the PSC also says it's misleading to compare what Northwestern gets for its power to the price paid to independent producers. Chris Puyer says the renewable power projects are paid based on the current projected market, which is much lower now.
We're seeing today, at least in the West, is a market for electricity that's extremely oversupplied. In light of this environment of extremely oversupplied electricity prices, it simply might not be economical to build any project, whether it's wind or solar or gas.
Now, that suit was filed last week in State District Court in Great Falls. A pair of health insurers selling individual policies on the Obamacare marketplace in Montana can now file new rates for 2018 policies. That news Monday is a reversal from last Friday, when it appeared the companies would have to eat substantial costs next year after the Trump administration canceled some subsidies. Montana health insurers will be allowed to file for new 2018 rates. State Insurance Commissioner Matt Rosendale said Monday that Pacific Source and the Montana Health Co-op can refile rates on certain 2018 policies. Both companies say they'll file for higher rates to cover costs incurred by the loss of what are known as cost-sharing reduction subsidies. Those subsidies offset out-of-pocket discounts for low-income customers. The Trump administration announced last week it is canceling the subsidies, saying they weren't properly authorized by Congress. Pacific Source Vice President Todd Losine says Monday's news means individual policy marketplace will remain competitive here in Montana.
It's really good that we were able to work with Commissioner Rosendale and CMS in order to reopen that window. It will allow us to really be in that level playing field and be in the marketplace. Montana has been fortunate and kept its 3 original insurers within that marketplace, and so I think competition is really healthy for this market.
Now, Rosendale says he's disheartened by the company's new filings because they had said they would honor the original rates regardless of federal actions. But the insurers say they had always expected to file for new rates if the policy ground rules changed. The other company selling individual policies in Montana is Blue Cross and Blue Shield. If you are or live with a hunter, you know that this coming weekend is big. Up next on your Q2 530 News, we'll tell you why wildlife authorities will be paying extra close attention this weekend. And in sports, Scott checks in with Skyview volleyball players setting up for tomorrow's Pack the Place in Pink night, an event that's grown beyond even their belief.
Well, we got up into the 70s today. Now, guess what? Later tonight, we are expected to see mostly clear skies move into our region, and it's going to continue to stay mild. As we head into next week, we're still looking at mostly sunny skies and a lot of 70s. We'll have the details coming your way in a few more minutes.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Cohn and Jeanelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Green.